Now, questions have been swirling since a near-deadly confrontation unfolded between the wife of Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner and the LAPD earlier this month. The LAPD has now released body cam and home security video they say shows Jillian Schreiner shooting at LAPD and CHP officers. And KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade is here to show us the video. Tom, you spoke with the use of force analyst.
Right, and he says based on what he's seeing in the video, I mean, more could come out, he sees that officers really did what they were supposed to do in this situation. And we'll have more on that in just a few moments here. The LAPD says the body cam and security camera videos clearly show how this unfolded. They say the clips clearly show officers shouting out commands to Jillian Schreiner, which they say she ignored. It all ends in gunfire. This was the terrifying moment gunfire exploded during the confrontation between LAPD officers, the CHP, and Jillian Schreiner, wife of Weezer bass player Scott Schreiner. Schreiner was hit in the shoulder but survived. Questions have been swirling about how this all happened since the shooting incident unfolded in Eagle Rock back on April 8th. The newly released officer body cam and home security video is giving a clearer picture of how this all went down. First, the hit and run at the 134 and Figueroa, not far from Schreiner's Eagle Rock Street. Police say 3 suspects fled the scene. CHP calls in the LAPD for help. They end up on Schreiner's block. Neighbors' security cameras capture at least one of the suspects trying to hide.
Sir, he's in the backyard?
A resident allows officers into their backyard. This is when they say their confrontation with Schreiner, seen here on security video, begins. Schreiner comes out of her house holding a gun. Officers see her, call out to her, telling her they are police officers, and begin shouting at her to drop the gun.
Put the gun down! Put it down! Put it down on the ground! Put it down on the ground! Help call for a 450 female with a gun. Do not! Man, put the gun down! Put the gun down! Put the gun down!
CHP and LAPD continue their calls for Schreiner to lower her weapon. They say she refused and say she shot at them and they returned fire. They say this security camera shows Schreiner shooting at them.
Get down!
Schreiner goes inside and calls 911.
I had my gun.
Okay.
And he said, put down that gun, put down that gun. I said, put down your gun.
Oh,
And
okay,
then he
okay.
shot me.
About an hour later, Schreiner comes outside and officers arrest her. Schreiner was taken to the hospital and charged with attempted murder. She's been released on bond. Schreiner is married to Weezer's longtime bass player, Scott Schreiner. She's also the author of the best-selling memoir, Some Girls, My Life in a Harem. Inside Edition interviewed Schreiner back in 2010.
Many circumstances aligned, and I wound up in a harem when I was 18 years old.
As for why Schreiner didn't comply with officers' commands and allegedly shot at police, it's unclear. But for retired Pomona Police Sergeant Patrick O'Malley, now a use of force analyst, officers' actions appeared justified.
It probably never would have ended in gunfire, even if she lifted the gun another time, because you can hear one of them say that she already lifted it once. But when she racks it and then fires around, I mean, that's the end of the story. The officers are taught, deadly force, return with deadly force, and that's what they did.
Schreiner is due in court next week. Police say they also detained at least one of the hit-and-run suspects, and the CHP says they will be submitting that case for possible charges. Pat?
All right. Thanks so much, Tom.